checkity check. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Test, test, test.
A community is connections. We're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. Go to allofiber.com/ACP to learn more. A community is connections. We're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. Go to allofiber.com/ACP to learn more.
Is a North Platte Post sports presentation. It's time for North Platte High Volleyball on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM and video live stream at northplattepost.com. Bulldog Volleyball, brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance, the Shelter Boys, Pete Bowles and Brent Rogo, Dave's Place and CT Troubleshooters, Another Round in River's Edge Golf Course, Premier Toyota, and Sand Hills State Bank. Today's game also brought to you in part by Larry's Glass, the D&N Event Center, Great Plains Health, Great Plains Home Care, Larry's RV, Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan, and the North Platte Public Schools. Now let's take you to the gym with play-by-play voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon.
Welcome in, everybody, here to Lincoln Southwest as North Platte High School travels in to Lincoln Southwest to take on the #1 seed in all of the District A2 Volleyball Championship. North Platte, the 4 seed, coming in off of a victory over Omaha Bryan and the Bears yesterday in 3-0 fashion, but it wasn't the cleanest 3-0 we've seen all year. Towards the second and third set, some lackadaisical play, taking their foot off the gas, allowed Omaha Bryan to get right back into the ball game, but overall the Bulldogs took care of business, sweeping Omaha Bryan to advance into today's matchup. Winner heads to the championship game tomorrow. Losers state championship odds are officially over here in single elimination bracket night. Bulldogs taking on the Silver Hawks. It's going to be a great game. Again, the #1 seed coming in to all of district play. Lincoln Southwest currently sit with a record of 28-3 compared to the Bulldogs 9-25 on the season. Again, coming off of a dominant performance yesterday, but Bulldogs look to do a little bit better today against Lincoln Southwest. We'll take a little quick break right here on the Quick Stop pregame show. When we come back, more of that pregame right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings to Sinclair DinoPay, saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance
Distinction
review.
is important. It helps you stand out from the rest. So why not establish yourself with exceptional personalization from Willow Creek Embroidery? Willow Creek Embroidery has moved to a new location with a bigger showroom and the same great service. No setup for new customers when ordering 12 or more apparel items. They can customize literally anything, and they are not just an embroidery shop. Promotional items, banners, cups, mugs, keychains, and even pens. Check out the new owner, Robert, and the crew at 1620 East 4th Street, Suite 120, right by the Garys.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back to Lincoln Southwest. Bulldogs taking on the Silverhawks here in round one officially of district play after the play-in game yesterday where the Bulldogs took down Omaha Bryan 3-0. It is time now for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Of course, you can always visit Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte. Now let's get on to the starting lineups, of course, from Lincoln Southwest. Allie Mullen, the senior, Julie Trost, the junior, Tegan Little, junior, Ava Tomlin, junior, Shelby Harding, the sophomore, Malaya Long, the junior, Olivia Kramer, sophomore, Lauren Hull, the senior, Brinley Christian, senior, Emily Joseph, the sophomore, Alexis Gobble, the senior, Abby Applegate, the junior, Emerson Lionberger, the junior, with Ellie Ekman, the freshman, the lone freshman on this side for the Silverhawks, and then Madison Rink, the senior on the side of Lincoln Southwest. And number 1 seed Lincoln Southwest taking on the number 4 seed North Platte High School Bulldogs here in district play. Bulldogs looking to play the spoiler in today's game, but we'll step away and give the national anthem, and when we come back, we will give you the Bulldogs starting lineup right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
How would you like to get a warranty on a used car, truck, or SUV? When you purchase a qualified pre-owned vehicle at Premier Toyota in North Platte, it comes with a 6-month or 6,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. 6-month, or 6,000 miles, whichever comes first. That is totally awesome when you are buying a pre-owned vehicle. Stop out and talk to the friendly staff at Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 today. Take a test drive and get a warranty on qualified pre-owned vehicles. Let's go places.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, Bulldogs taking on the Silverhawks here in the first round of district championship. It's again time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup, brought to you by Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte. Double Dips also offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips offers homemade waffle cones and bowls along with homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Plus, they have available the ice cream trailer for events. On the side of North Platte High School in their starting lineup, Kylie Tilford up front with Addison Euling, Abby Kamensky, Mickey Madison, Grace Ryland, who become subbing in, as well as Trinity Vack, Hallie Hamilton, the libero, with Izzy Belgum, Carly Purdy, and Kaylee Barocious, the starting lineup, as well as rotation pieces for North Platte High School, as we are just about to get underway here for the district play. First round of the playoffs officially yesterday was the play-ins. Bulldogs took down Omaha Bryan 3-0. Had some struggles in that game, unfortunately, in terms of they kind of took their foot off the pedal maybe a little too much, and because of that, it allowed the Omaha Bryan and the Bears to get back into the game, and it got a little close, specifically towards set number 2. But in totality, it was an overall dominating performance for North Platte High School. And we are time to play some ball here. Silverhawks, the number 1 seed, taking on the Bulldogs, the number 4 seed. It's going to be exciting because, again, Bulldogs looking to play upset here against against Lincoln Southeast in their home gym, but it's going to be a tough one as Lincoln Southeast, the number 1 team in all of the A2 bracket, coming in at 26-3 on the year compared to 9-24 for North Platte High School. It's time. And again, thank you to our premier sponsors for today. Another round / Rivers Edge Golf Course. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks, now offering Cody Keno. It's time. Let's get this volleyball match underway. Number 1 seed, the Silverhawks, taking on the number 4 seed Bulldogs in competition. Many people, analysts, community members, well, specifically here in Lincoln, think it's going to be quite a blowout fashion, but I think these dogs have, in recent weeks, really turned it up offensively, defensively, locking it down, and the whole 9 yards. They are looking to play spoiler, and they've been playing their best volleyball games ever since then, as Trinity Vack comes up to serve, and she'll get it all the way to the back line now to set up for the Silverhawks. Offense on the far side, going to hit it on Ava Tomlin. Purdy going to receive it now. The Bulldogs just have to get it on over after a poor offensive setup. Near side tip in. What a great save from Trinity Vack. The Bulldogs live to see another day, but that one spikes down by Emerson Lionberger, the junior, getting the first points on the day for the side of the Silverhawks here in set number 1. They now lead 1-0. Up now to serve for Lincoln Southwest, going to be Shelby Harding. Gets back to Hamilton. The set from Vack towards the near side, as that's Belgum going to push it. Just unfortunately, scratch that. It's going to squeak just in on the far side out of bounds line. Bulldogs now tie it up 1 apiece. Izzy Belgum with the finesse. getting it in on the far side. It's now 1 apiece here early on in set number 1. Nice good serve coming in from Belgium. The set towards the near side, and that's going to bounce off of Trinity Vac's face, coming off of Brindley Christensen, and a block up front there to stop it for Malaya Long, as well as Emerson Lionberger. Bulldogs unfortunately couldn't get there in time following the block. A point the way of the Silverhawks. It's now 2-1 with up to serve now being Brindley Christensen. Back to Purdy it goes. Back with the middle set, and Tilford just has to roll spike it on over. Here's an opportunity for the Silverhawks as that late spike coming in from Emerson Lionberger. That 6-foot-tall frame just hanging high in the air to get an easy point for the Silverhawks. 3-1 as it just fell right in front of Carly Purdy. Second serve for Christensen with now a 2-point lead on the side of the Silverhawks. Now on their attack the other way, Trinity Vac has it bounce off of her arms. Hamilton saves it, but Vac is unfortunately not going to be able to save that. And now it's up 4-1 in favor of Lincoln Southwest. That one unfortunately bouncing off of Vac's arm. Her feet weren't placed properly, and with that, went to the ball with her feet pointed the other way. Vac, Carly Purdy now with the spike. Oh, and it's going to fall right out the back. Another point for the Silverhawks, 5-1. They've been in control early on here in set number 1 against North Platte. Number 1 seed against number 2 seed. Christensen with her 4th serve. Purdy gets it. Trinity Vac sets it now. Tilford roll spikes it on over, and that's unfortunately going to fall wide of the out-of-bounds marker. Another point going the way of Lincoln Southwest. Bulldogs need to refocus back in. It's not that they're playing bad. They're just making a couple lazy mistakes, a couple roll spikes that just have not really gone their way. Hamilton with a good receive on the serve to Purdy on the far side. Blocked at the front. Nice save coming in from Little. Now towards the near side spike attack. Hamilton has that bounce off of her arm. And that's another point towards Lincoln Southwest and the Silverhawks. That coming off of Alexa Goebel. And now it's 7-1 with Christensen still up to serve for Lincoln Southwest. Back to Grace Ryland, and what a great save from Trinity Vac to keep it alive, but blazing it right past Grace Ryland there. Alexa Goebel again. A point towards the Silverhawks, 8-1 now. This is why they've been so feared in this A2 conference and in the volleyball A class all season long. Just so strong from every point of attack. Vac to Tilford on the attack. It's tipped at the front and then a save from Long. The set from Little. That one being tipped just into a wide open gap from Alexa Goebel. And with that, another point towards the Silverhawks, 9-1. They have all the momentum here early in set 1. Bulldogs looking to find some luck or just some way to get a side out here to turn this set around here. Set number 1, trailing 9-1. Vac set to the far side of Carly Purdy, who winds up, and that's going to be a great save coming in from Tegan Little, and unfortunately just late on the rotation, Hallie Hamilton. It's now 10-1 in favor of Lincoln Southwest. Good attack on the side of Carly Purdy, but just a great diving save coming in from Tegan Little to keep the set alive on the side of Lincoln Southwest. Vac, far side to Purdy, who was prepared, but set was a little back behind her, so she had to adjust. The quick tip coming in from Emerson Lionberger. She was winding up for a big hit, but that set was misplaced from Malia Long. The point back towards the way of the Silverhawks, 11-1, now a 10-point advantage. 1 seed taking on the 4 seed. Hamilton receives. Trinity Vac towards the near side to to Tilford, who gets called for the double hit. And with that, another point towards the Silverhawks, 12-1. Bulldogs having trouble, and then a timeout called on the side of North Platte as they're trying to reel it back in. They trail 12-1 here in district playoff play. When we come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
CT Computer Services of North Platte on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays. So, if your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The everyday basic tune-up price is only $50, and you can save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services of North Platte sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call at 534-3628.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Lincoln Southwest. The Silverhawks leading 12-1 over North Platte Bulldogs. It's been a rough set initially. You look at it and you say, man, that scoreboard's looking mighty ominous at 12-1. But in all honesty, it's not that the Bulldogs are playing poor defense. They're there in time. They have the rotation set up. It's just they don't have their feet set properly, and because of that, the ball is bouncing off in random directions and causing points to go the way. 3 points that go the way of Lincoln Southwest. Is that time Hamilton? There she is right there in time. Purdy's attack, gonna tip off of a Silverhawks player. I believe that was Lionberger with the tip. And there's the second point of this set for North Platte, and it comes right at the perfect time with Carly Purdy at the helm. Kylie Tilford now up to serve for the Bulldogs, trailing by 10, 12-2 here. In set number 1. The far side attack going to be blocked right off the hand of Carly Purdy. Matching power and power. Emerson Lionberger on the attack on the far side gets the point for Lincoln Southwest. Now up to serve comes Tegan Little. Purdy to Trinity Vac in the middle. That's going to be Addison Ewing on the attack, but there to save it, Harding. The middle attack going to pushed in. No good. There's Hallie Hamilton. Far side from Purdy. She finds Tegan Little, but a great diving save from the Silverhawks to keep it alive. Roll spike over. Some great back and forth action to Purdy, and it's going to be blocked off of a player up front from the Silverhawks. Another point going their direction. It's now 14-2 here in set number 1. Thank you again to our premier sponsor for today, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings in 1510 East 4th Street. As Ewing trying to get the tip in on the near side, falls just a little short, and with that 15-2 now the advantage in set number 1. Talked about earlier that the Bulldogs are there defensively on the rotations. It's just that they've had some free points given away to Lincoln Southwest, and that's really been the main problem for the Bulldogs early on as Ewing has it tipped off the front. Tegan Little, now the attack on the near side by Goebel, and she'll get another point. For Lincoln Southwest, it's now 16-2 here in set number 1. The Bulldogs looking for a quick side out here to regain momentum, or at least find some momentum on their side. Little service received by, on the backside, Grace Bryland. Carly Purdy able to find the soft spot in the defense off a beautiful setup in the middle. That's a point towards North Platte. It's now 16-3 as Abby Kamensky and Kaylee Brocious check in for North Platte. They trail 16-3. With Abby Kamensky back up to serve. And this is where the Bulldogs are looking for that magic we've seen all year, and specifically in the latter half of this season from the service line, as Abby Kamensky normally the one to get that started. And that one's unfortunately, as I say that, going to fly out the back for a point towards the Silverhawks, 17-3. A little too much power behind that serve. Is checking in now on the side of Lincoln Southwest. Ava Tomlin with Malaya Long now serving. Long's first serve with a 17-3 lead. Going to be touched by Mickey Madison. Ryland saves it, and Hamilton gets it over. A little bit of some changing defensively, and it's going to bounce off of Abby Kamensky's hand. Point fall in the way of the Silverhawks, 18-3 in set number 1. Here in the District A2 first round playoff championship. Winner goes on to the championship match. Loser will unfortunately have their season ended here. Ryland receives in the back line. The set towards the middle of Madison. She's going to have it tipped off the front. I believe from Lionberger. Goebel on the far side is going to have it blocked off of Madison's arm and out of bounds. It's now 19-3 again. 2 defenders were there in the face of Alexa Goebel, but she just powered it right past Mickey Madison. It bounces out of bounds, a point towards Lincoln Southwest, 19-3. So Malaya Long gets the serve to Madison, the tip, and now the Bulldogs just get it on over. That allows Lincoln Southwest to set up on the surprise tip coming in from Malaya Long. The Bulldogs caught in rotation as they were expecting one more set to come through. But now it's a 20-3 margin here in set number 1 for Lincoln Southwest and the Silverhawks. Up to serve now, Long. Light one back to Mickey Madison. Will fly back over on the side of Lincoln Southwest. And good block at the front for Madison that time. Got the hands in the right direction. And there she is once again to get her fingers on it. Kamensky and Ryland unfortunately couldn't get it over with that. 4 hits on the side of North Platte. It's another point towards the Silverhawks, 21-3 as Mickey Madison is going to have her shoe tied. Now she's ready to go. 21-3 here in set number 1. Bulldogs trailing. Lincoln Southwest and Malaya Long on the short serve. Has it bounced back over to the Silverhawks. The set to the middle, and it's going to be right just past reaching glance of Hallie Hamilton is up front. That goes to Abby Applegate. It's now 22-3. Hamilton set a little too far up defensively, and Applegate able to squeak it by on the back right corner. Long serve gets back to Ryland. The set from Kamensky towards Mickey Madison, who had to southpaw it into the net, and with that, another point towards the Silverhawks. It's 23-3 here in set number 1. Bulldogs looking for a side out to stir a little bit of a small run. Need something to go their way. Back on over to Ryland. Now to Hamilton. The Bulldogs want to get it over. Brocious tipping it. Blocked at the front there by Applegate. Back to Madison. Has it blocked once again from Applegate. And now on the other side coming in are the Silverhawks. Now to Purdy. Far side lines it up. And it squeaks on in for a Bulldog point. 23-4 as Carly Purdy gets a well-timed side out in. And now the Bulldogs will look to start a little bit of a run, trailing 23-4 in set number 1. Again, getting a good majority of their points from the service line, looking to continue that against Lincoln Southwest. The far side attack from Applegate is going to fly out the back for another Bulldog point, 23-5, and that's what you want. Little small steps to get back in this. Yep, you sit there and see 23-5, but it's just baby steps at this point. Building blocks to get back up and build that confidence. The serve in from Purdy. Now towards the far side. That one's going to bounce right off the net from Ava Tomlin. And now coming in, Izzy Belgum. Spike received by Long. Far side. That one blocked to the point. Saved by Mickey Madison. The Bulldogs now attack with Brocious tipping it. Oh, but there's Malaya Long to save it. Far side to Tomlin again. Great block from Mickey Madison as she and Izzy Belgum were there, but it falls out of bounds for a point towards the Silverhawks. It's now set point here in match number 1. Silverhawks lead 24-5. With up to serve now, Alexa Goebel. Goebel, nice strong one back to Hamilton. A great save. The Bulldogs unfortunately will not be able to get it over. An ace on the side of Alexa Goebel, and that is how set number 1 will come to an end. The Bulldogs unfortunately falling 25-5 here in set number 1. Looking for a bounce back in set number 2. When we come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials, too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available, too.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Attention all hikers, hunters, mountain bikers, fishermen, and off-road enthusiasts. Tired of sleeping on the ground with no amenities? Want a trailer of decent size so you can get off the beaten path? Larry's RV in North Platte is excited to bring in a new line of outdoor trailers that can go wherever you want and give you comforts as well. Sunray and Sunlight Travel have a gross weight of 3,500 pounds and can be towed by smaller SUVs and are equipped with refrigerators, furnaces, stoves, and air conditioning. See the Sunlight and Sunray trailers today at Larry's RV in North Platte.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Lincoln Southwest. Bulldogs trailing in this series right now to the Silverhawks 1-0 after a 25-5 set one loss. Now you look at that scoreboard and say, whoa boy, it must have been absolutely terrible from that first set, but really not. No, it wasn't. The Bulldogs really had a lot of great defensive plays that just unfortunately didn't take a lucky bounce off of their arms. They had the positioning. A lot of the times they were there defensively to make plays and give them a chance to get a side out or even set up a kill. Unfortunately, they just didn't have that, as Scott Carlson would say, the fundamentals and technique down in those certain instances, and because of that, the ball would rocket errantly off of their arms, or sometimes just not even make it to the net, and a point would go the way of the Silverhawks, and that is how they were able to balloon their lead. As up now to serve now for the side of the Silverhawks, Olivia Kramer, again with the one-set series lead. On over goes to Ryland on the first serve. Set to the middle. Purdy tipping it, and a net vial on the side of Southwest. A point towards North Platte, their first lead of this entire game. And they will now look to build off that with Abby Kamensky. Two up here to serve with the potential. Excuse me, as I have the. Fortunately, still have the logos up on that one. Doing it solo today, so Scott Carlson's not there to back me up. As that serve from Kamensky flies right out the back, 1-1. Now, Bulldogs looking to build off of some nice late set momentum that they had, and it just comes off of the defensive side, communications, and locking down their technique as that one flies through Mickey Madison's hand, just as I was talking about technique. A little too weak on what Scott Carlson again was saying on the wrists, and because of that, it flied through her hands. And with that, a 2-1 lead now for the Silverhawks with Brindley Christensen on her second serve. Ryland to Vac, near side to Purdy, very far back, able to find it in. The tip in from Madison, but a great save from Malaya Long. Now to the far side, Purdy's attack. Ooh, it's going to fall in for a Bulldog point as it bounces off of Tegan Little. And now we're back tied up 2 apiece here in set number 2. As Izzy Belgum subs in with Carly Purdy now up to serve, looking to start on a little bit of a run here for the Bulldogs here in set 2, tied 2 apiece. Purdy serve back to Tegan Little. The set from Long towards the near side. Whoa, just there in time again, Izzy Belgum as Emerson Lionberger rockets it off of her hands. A point towards the Silverhawks. It's 3-2 now. With Allie Mullen, the senior, now up to serve. Again, Belgum was there defensively, just had her arms turned out, and because of that, the ball bounced out of bounds in favor of the Silverhawks. Vac set towards the far side to Madison. It's going to be blocked, and a net violation against North Platte, and that's going to fall in favor of the Silverhawks as it looked like Nikki Madison touched the net on her attack. And now it's now 4-2, in favor of the Silverhawks. Hamilton to Madison. Now to Brocious on the offhanded spike. And now on the far side, Alexa Goebel tries, but no good. Bulldogs set up. Belgium back to Mullen. Now here comes the side of Lincoln Southwest. A 2 hits called on the side of Lincoln Southwest. A point going the way in North Platte. It's now 4-3. As here comes Hallie Hamilton. Hamilton, these last couple of games, has been on fire from the service line, and this is who you exactly need at this moment to come up and serve. Get a run going for the Bulldogs, as right down the middle, I say that, and Abby Applegate spikes it right into the defensive abyss that had formed as the Bulldogs are trying to rotate on over, and that service set ends, and now Lincoln Southwest back up to a 2-point lead, 5-3. With up Malaya Long's serve, back to Purdy. The set in from Kamensky to Tilford, who's checked in. It's going to squeak on in that far back corner. Another point towards the Bulldogs. It's 5-4 with substitutions coming in. Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today, Sand Hills State Bank. You can check out Sand Hills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking, with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Go to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. That serve from Trinity Vac is going to fall out the bank, and with that, a point back towards the Silverhawks. 6-4 now. The Silverhawks lead 1-0 in terms of set totals as Alexa Goebel comes in, and she'll receive the ace as it bounces off of Hallie Hamilton, a little too short in front of Trinity Vac. 7-4 the advantage now to Lincoln Southwest. Goebel now for her second serve. Another good strong one back to Hamilton, who's there that time properly. Towards the backline push from Izzy Belgium. Now the side of the Silverhawks attacking, and it's going to pass right past the outreaching hand of Carly Purdy as Ava Tomlin gets the kill. It's now to a 4-point margin for the Silverhawks. 8-4 here in set number 2. Bulldogs fell in set number 1, 25-5. Had a much stronger start here to set number 2, but the Silverhawks all in control as Tilford tries to tip it on over, but unfortunately it's going to be tipped right back, a point towards the Silverhawks, 9-4. Bulldogs had a strong start to this particular set early on, but the Silverhawks have regained all momentum, leading 9-4. Back it goes from Goebel. Vac set to the far side. Ewing just roll spikes it over. There to receive it is Mullen. The set, middle attack, and it's going to be tipped off of Kylie Tilford out of bounds. A point back towards Lincoln Southwest, 10-4. With Alexa Goebel now up for yet another serve as they now lead by 6. An attack and a bounce right off of Hallie Hamilton. A serve point going the way of the Silverhawks. It's now 11-4 in favor of Lincoln Southwest. Alexa Goebel now up yet again. Bulldogs looking to get something solidified defensively. That attack going to go on the other side, right back to the side of the Silverhawks. They're going to blow it right past Trinity Vac. That point from Brinley Christensen. It's now 12-4. That time back just a little too far forward, and the timeout called on the side of the Bulldogs. They currently trail at the moment 12-4. We come back, more district playoff action right here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Check out their Facebook page for more fun activities happening at Another Round. Remember Another Round for some amazing food, drinks, and Keno. They're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
Experience is something many can claim, but few can live up to. Larry's Glass has decades of experience, from small window jobs to large industrial businesses. Larry's has the right experience to get the work completed and looking incredible the first time. No more rookies looking at your window and trying to figure out if it's glass or if it's plastic. Larry's Glass has the knowledge, expertise, and experience
North
to
Platte
handle
Post Sports.
Welcome back to Lincoln Southwest. The Silverhawks lead 12-4 here in round number 1 of district playoff. Play that serve coming off of Carly Purdy. Vac saves it and Belgium gets it over. The Silverhawks lead set-wise 1-0 after winning 25-5 in the first set. And they got another point coming off of Ava Tomlin on the attack. It's 13-4 right now, with Alexa Goebel up for another serve. As an off ace coming in on the side of Goebel, another point towards the Silverhawks. It's 14-4. Goebel's next serve as the Bulldogs trail by 10. Ewing in the backline receives it, and Purdy has to roll spike it over from the backside. Now another attack from the Silverhawks. A net violation as they cross the middle line. A point towards North Platte, 14-5. Now in favor, still yet again, of the Silverhawks. Oh, excuse me, correction. A late change of the call as it's 15-5. They're going to say a center line violation on North Platte. But doesn't matter as Goebel hits it right into the net following the serve. Now it's back 15-5 with subbing in for the side of Lincoln Southwest. Now it's going to be Lauren Hull. Now up to serve Izzy Belgium for North Platte, looking to start the run right here from the service line. Gets it on the way to the back. Malaya Long really had a run for it, and a bad roll spike from Allie Mullen. And now we're back to a 9-point advantage, 15-6. The Bulldogs, again, build that foundation one step after another. Not looking to take chunks out at the moment. Start some momentum back on your side. Gets back to Mullen. Long in the middle, and there's Trinity back defensively to get the save. And now Ewing was going to spike it on over lightly, and now that'll set up for Lincoln Southwest. There's Tilford and Ewing, another great save. And then coming on the other side, Christensen. Purdy leads and tips, and then blocked back and saved by the Bulldogs. Purdy roll spikes it, and it's going to be another point towards North Platte. 15-7. Point towards the Bulldogs. Again, telling you the momentum slowly turning back into their favor. One step. That's all you got to take. Build off of these really good back-to-back stints you have. Belgium's second serve here in set number 2. Back to Ava Tomlin off the really bad receive, but Lincoln Southwest is lucky enough to keep it alive. Vac towards the near side of Ewing, blocked, and now the Bulldogs will reset up as Purdy roll spikes from the back line. It'll fall in for another point. 15-8. Bulldogs now on themselves a little run. You still trail in set total 1-0 here, set 2 against the number 1 seed. But now they've found their mojo and momentum. Belgium, back it goes to Christensen. Long set towards the middle. Coming in, good block up front from Tilford to Purdy. And it's, oh, what a great save from Malaya Long. That'll result in a point towards Lincoln Southwest. Malaya Long laying out there and hitting the ball up with one hand. Point towards the Silverhawks. It's now back to an 8-point advantage, 16-8. With Emerson Lionberger checking up and Tegan Little up to serve. Little gets the AOK from the official and lets it fly from the service line. Purdy receives it, and it's going to get on over, and now the setup here on the side of the Silverhawks. Great diving effort from Grace Ryland. Now the Bulldogs will reset up. Ewing, and it's going to unfortunately just fall right out the back. Oh, so close. From Addison Ewing, another point towards the Silverhawks, 17-8. Tegan Little up for her second serve now. Another strong one back to Hamilton. Purdy saves it, and Trinity Vac was almost there in time to tip it over on the last touch, but didn't come through. Another point towards Southwest as checking in Julia Trost now for the Silverhawks. It's 18-8 here in set number 2. Little goes all the way back, and it's going to fly out. A point towards the Bulldogs, 18-9. Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today, CT Computer Services. CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. Up to serve now comes Kylie Tilford, almost in for an ace. Now that'll set up to the far side. Oh, just out the reach of Grace Ryland as Julia Trost flies one through the backside. 19-9. Here in set number 2. Lincoln Southwest all over North Platte. They defeated the Bulldogs in set number 1, 25-5. Now up 19-9 as up to serve comes Olivia Kramer. Purdy in the middle receives to then getting it pushed over by Hallie Hamilton on the last attack. Luckily there, the far side attack to Trost, and it was blocked right at the front by Addison Ewing. Unfortunately, it bounced right off of her arms, out of bounds on the side of the Silverhawks. A point towards Lincoln Southwest, 20-9. Oh man, unlucky there. Kramer's next serve goes to Hamilton. Trinity back to Purdy, who lays into it, and she'll get the point for the Bulldogs and the side out. It's now 20-10 with up serving Abby Kamensky now, as Kaylee Brocious checks in as well. Kamensky up to serve, looking to start that turnaround and that momentum back in the Bulldogs' favor. They had a good little stint, now looking to continue on with that stint here from Kamensky. The far side attack from Trost, unfortunately though, going to sneak right in front of Ryland, and that ends the service set for the Bulldogs. Another point towards Lincoln Southwest, 21-10. You look at it in this light, they're there defensively. They're right there. I've seen many of these attacks that the Bulldogs are just right there, maybe just a step behind or just not properly setting their feet up technique-wise, and it's led to free points for Lincoln Southwest just like that. Hallie Hamilton was there defensively. She had the positioning, but just a hair too slow on that rotation. It's now 22-10. We're talking like mere fractions of a second as up Julia Trost to serve. To Ryland it goes. Kamensky towards the middle of Mickey Madison. It gets back to Trost. Then near side attack from Goebel, who smacks it into her own net. Point towards North Platte, 22-11, with Carly Purdy up to serve. And Izzy Belgum now checking in. Again, Purdy up to serve. Bulldogs trailing 22-11. Purdy gets the serve off. Strong one to the back line it goes. Long set towards the near side. Tipped, and unfortunately going to bounce off of Mickey Madison's hand as she just reached out to grab it. There on the attack was Alexa Goebel, and she'll get the point, 23-11 now. As checking in comes Allie Mullen, and then Abby Applegan also checking in. 23-11. Little with the serve back to Hamilton. Now the set from Kamensky to Mickey Madison on the far side. Unfortunately, it's going to roll spike it off a little awkwardly off her hand. Point towards the Silverhawks. It's now set point here in match number 2, 24-11, with Allie Mullen looking to get the finishing blow up for the Silverhawks. The set from Brocious, and now on the backside, Izzy Belgum. It's tipped at the front by Long. Now the Bulldogs will set up Madison. Oh, what a great save coming down the side of Kramer. The far side tip, no good from coming in Alexa Goebel, and that's a point towards North Platte, 24-12 now. As Hallie Hamilton, the last line of defense service-wise, here in set number 2, looking to keep it alive for North Platte. She gets her serve across, down 12. The set from the middle from Alea Long. Far side to Goebel, and it's going to bounce right off of Izzy Belgum, and that is how set number 2 will end, 25-12 in favor of Lincoln Southwest. We'll now take a quick break right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and come back to set 3 action here in district volleyball play. The Bulldogs currently trailing down by 2 sets, but look to bounce it all back right here. Set number 3 right when we come back.
Want your business recognized where tens of thousands will see? The DNN Event Center is going digital. Become a valued sponsor of their nonprofit facility at Gold, Platinum, or Diamond level and have your business appear on one of their new media screens today. The DNN is a locally owned nonprofit and the biggest event center in the western part of Nebraska, providing youth sports leagues for 3rd through 6th graders, able to host statewide sporting tournaments, space up to 70 pool tables, annual events, weddings, private celebrations, and very fundraiser friendly. The DNN Event Center.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house.
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated.
This is Joe from Swift Auto Center in North Platte. The Dogs play here. KWQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Lincoln Southwest. The Silverhawks with a 2-0 advantage over the Bulldogs here in district playoff play. Winner goes to the championship match. Loser, unfortunately, heads home with their season and state championship odds out the window. 2-0 in favor of the Silverhawks with up to serve Abby Kamensky. Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today. Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte. Premier Toyota invites you, to stop out and take a test drive of all their new, used, and pre-owned vehicles. The serve from Kamensky gets into a near-side attack from Christensen and almost pushed over on the side of North Platte, as Mickey Madison tried her best to get it down low, and it's a point towards the Silverhawks, 1-0. Allie Mullen will come up to serve for Lincoln Southwest with a 1-0 lead. Mullen gets it back to Madison. It bounces off of her fingertips, and now saved by Mickey Madison to get it on over. Little to Long towards the near side, and that great quick power coming in from Emerson Leyenberger. Grace Weiland, who was there in position defensively, just couldn't react in time. 2-0 in favor of Lincoln Southwest. 2-0 as the second serve coming in from Little. Set near side to Purdy, and it's going to unfortunately fly out the bag. Now 3-0 in favor of the Silverhawks here in set number 3. Bulldogs looking to bounce their way back in, dig and claw momentum back on their side. Need a side out right here against Allie Mullen. Gets the serve over to Ryland. Kamensky set to the far side to Brocious, but they're good block from Malaya Long. Far side to Christensen, and it bounces off of Abby Kamensky's arm. A point towards the side of the Silverhawks, 4-0. Again, you could talk, that could be the motto for the day. Bulldogs were there defensively, just the power and sometimes their technique let them down a little bit. Now it's 4-0 as that one blocked by Madison. Purdy on the attack. It's going to squeak on in for a Bulldog point on the far side. 4-1, and now Carly Purdy will come up to serve for North Platte as they look to start back the momentum on their side. They had a strong start to set number 2 last time out. Can they do it again here? Tegan Little with it. Set. Far side to Christensen, blocked by Hamilton. She got her hands up reactionarily, and unfortunately it'll bounce off of it. 5-1, a point towards the Silverhawks. Lauren Hull now up to serve for Lincoln Southwest. 5-1, the advantage of the Silverhawks. Hull with her first serve of this third match. And it's going to fall in for an ace, just barely in front of Hallie Hamilton. 6-1 now. Bulldogs defensively have just been a hair short on some of their rotations. It's cost them a couple of points today. The save from Izzy Belgum, and unfortunately too far ahead of Abby Kamensky. Another point towards Lincoln Southwest, and the Bulldogs will take a timeout here in set number 3, trailing 7-1. When we come back, more action here from District Playoff, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Lincoln Southwest. Bulldogs trail 7-1 with yet up again to serve on the side. Olivia Kramer for Lincoln Southwest as Madison almost got that point in wide open on the far side. Just a little too much power behind it and a little too late on the spike. A point towards the Silverhawks, now 8-1. Back up to serve correction was actually Lauren Hull. This is now another serve for her. Back to Hamilton. The set from Kamensky to Belgum. Oh, right off of Tegan Little and saved on the side of the Silverhawks. Wow, defensive effort greatly used. And that time, another attack from Belgum, no good. As Goebel gets a point in for the Silverhawks as it bounces off of Hallie Hamilton. 9-1 now. Thank you again to our premier sponsor and premier video sponsor for today, Allo Communications. Allo has all the packages that let you experience fast, reliable fiber internet, fiber TV, and fiber phone online at allofiber.com. And the Bulldogs are able to save it off of the block on the attack. What a great block from Belgum to see the surprise tip in from Alea Long. And Goebel just hit it over. The set, far side, Brocious. Oh, another save on the side of the Silverhawks to their attack. Going to find the open space in front of Carly Purdy. That coming in from Emerson Lionberger. It's now 10-1 in favor of the Silverhawks, who have a 2-0 set lead. Coming in, another one from Lauren Hull. Hamilton to Kamensky. Now Belgum. And it's there over to Tegan Little. The setup now on the side to Goebel, just out of the outside reach of Abby Kamensky, who was a little too far forward on the near side defensively, and Goebel just got it out of her reach. 11-1. Lauren Hull now up for getting another serve. She lets it fly across. Back to Hamilton. The set from Kamensky to Belgum, trying to tip it in, but a great diving save. That'll be kept alive from Hamilton. Madison, oh, another great save from Allie Mullen. And now the other side, Goebel has it blocked, but unfortunately, that block gonna fall out of bounds. Last touch by a Bulldog player. It's now 12-1 in favor of the Silverhawks as Brooklyn Ayers will check in as out comes Abby Kamensky. 12-1 here in set number 3. Lauren Hull still serving. Hull lets it fly. Back outside the glove, and outside the glove, the mitts you might call him, if that's what you want. Outside of the hands of Izzy Belgum. 13-1 now in favor of the Silverhawks. Lauren Hull still serving from the start of this match. Belgum to Hamilton, back to Belgum. Great save, though, from Alea Long to keep it alive. Now Goebel has it blocked, and that one's going to fall a point in favor of Kaylee Brocious. The Bulldogs get a point back in their side. 13-2 now with Hallie Hamilton serving. Looking to claw their way back in. Baby steps, build the foundation, and a great way to start it with Hallie Hamilton serving. It's been so strong from the service line last couple of weeks. As Goebel just roll spikes it over to Purdy. The set from Ayers, and they're going to call 2 hits on Brooklyn Ayers, and that is a point towards the Silverhawks. 14-2 now. As checking in comes Abby Applegate. And back to serve Emerson Lionberger, the junior. 14-2 advantage for Lincoln Southwest. Strong serve from Lionberger, back to Purdy. The set from Hamilton as she gets in the way, and now Brooklyn Ayers to receive it. Long. Middle attack from Applegate, and that's going to bounce right off of Hallie Hamilton there defensively. Couldn't get her hands in position in enough time. Another point towards the side of Lincoln Southwest, 15-2 now. Another serve from Lionberger, back to Purdy. Ayers with the set, far side, Tilford roll spikes it over. Now that sets up Lincoln Southwest on the attack. Applegate, got a good save though from Ayers, keep it alive. Roll spike from the back line from Purdy, and then an outreaching set from Hull, and then the rotation coming in from Alexa Goebel. Finds a soft spot in the defense with Purdy in the back line trying to keep it alive. Couldn't get there in time, just bounced off her arm. It's now 16-2 in favor of the Silverhawks in set number 3. That serve, though, going to fly out of bounds. From Lionberger, a point towards North Platte. It's 16-3 now with them up to serve North Platte. Addison Euling and Trinity Vack check in. Vack now up to serve. Trailing 16-3, looking to start the turnaround right here. Here in set number 3, Bulldogs trail 2-0. Back over to Allie Mullen. The set towards the near side to Trust. That blocked off of Kylie Tilford and Euling, but it'll fall out of bounds inside Silverhawks territory. They'll get the point, 17-3. As Madison Rink checks in, as well as Ellie Ekman. Ekman up to serve for Lincoln Southwest. They lead 17-3. Ekman gets the A-OK from the official, and now will begin her first serve of the series. Back to Euling. Vack with the set. Euling spiking it on over. Blocked up front, though. Another save from Trinity Vack, and Hamilton will get it on over after a little bit of miscommunication. Towards the near side, Rink with the block. Saved by Tegan Little, and now, wow, lucky enough for the Silverhawks, they'll get it over. Vack. Middle, Tilford, goal, but stuffed at the point of attack from Abby Applegate. Another point to Lincoln Southwest, 18-3. Still back yet to serve Ellie Ekman, her second. Another strong serve back to Purdy, who reactionarily gets it, saved by Vack, and then Tilford. Great show defensively from North Platte. Farside Trust, they will find the soft spot in the defense. 19-3 in favor now of Lincoln Southwest. As checking now in Emily Yoakum, with still up to serve being Ellie Ekman. Ekman's third serve back to Purdy. Vack, and now Tilford in the middle. Oh, blocked though at the front by Madison Rink. And now roll spike Trust from the backside, saved by Belcom, but it'll bounce out of bounds. 20-3 now. Another point towards Lincoln Southwest and the Silverhawks as they lead 20-3 here. In set number 3, though, that serve flies out the back. A point towards the Bulldogs. It's 20-4 now. Izzy Belgum up to serve. Her first serves here of set number 3. The Bulldogs trail 20-4 and down 2-0. In terms of set totals, that was almost an ace. Good defense coming on the side of the Silverhawks. Purdy lays into it. Oh, and it's going to last be touched and in on the side. The Bulldogs will get a point. That's what you like to see. Still got some heart in them. Staying in this 20-5 now with a second serve from Izzy Belgum. Another strong one, though. It's just going to fall too short and hit into the net. 21-5. With checking in Grace Ryland. And on the side of Lincoln Southwest, Brinley Christensen with Julia Trust up to serve for Lincoln Southwest. They lead 21-5. Trust. Nice light serve to Ryland. It's going to bounce off her hand, but there's Carly Purdy to keep it alive, and Hamilton to get it over. Tegan Little, the set in the middle, spiking it right back down. Last touch by Grace Ryland. Emily Yoakum with the spike. It's now 22-5 as that to serve Trost again. Trost Her second serve back to Ryland's. Going to bounce off her hand, but there is Hallie Hamilton to save it. And Carly Purdy to get it on over, but it's going to fall out of bounds. 23-5 now. Silverhawks 2 points away from getting the set 3 victory. Bulldogs looking for a side out to stop that from happening. Trost gets set. Now for her third serve. Back it goes to Hamilton, who's there to receive. Vac to Purdy, who lightly tips it over, but good stop defensively from Ekman. Now, Rinka, her attack will fall just right past Trinity Vac. 24-5 now, as here's the last point for the Silverhawks, as they're going to look to advance to the championship game on this serve. Bulldogs, again, looking to play spoiler. Bounce it back, still a chance. 1 point, anything could happen. Trust back serve. Hamilton to Vac. Tilford with the roll, spike, last tip, saved, and out of bounds. And with that, that ends game number 3. The Silverhawks pick up the victory 25-5 here in set number 3 to advance on to the championship match against the winner of Millard North and Kearney. Bulldogs, unfortunately, will have their season come to an end after a strong last couple of weeks of play. We'll step aside and come back to the Quick Stop post-game show. When we come back, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
CT Computer Services of North Platte on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays. So, if your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The everyday basic tune-up price is only $50, and you can save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services of North Platte sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call at 534-3628.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
How would you like to get a warranty on a used car, truck, or SUV? When you purchase a qualified pre-owned vehicle at Premier Toyota in North Platte, it comes with a 6-month or 6,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. 6 months or 6,000 miles, whichever comes first. That is totally awesome when you are buying a pre-owned vehicle. Stop out and talk to the friendly staff at Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 today. Take a test drive and get a warranty on qualified pre-owned vehicles. Let's go places.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to Lincoln Southwest. Bulldogs unfortunately have their season ended here in the first round of district playoff play as they fell to the number 1 seed Lincoln Southwest in 3 sets total. That set starts 25-5, 25-12, and 25-5. Bulldogs had their moments in this game. Defensively, really the key takeaway is they were there. They had the positioning really all snuffed down compared to the side of Lincoln Southwest, but sometimes they'll be there just a little millimeter too short, a millisecond too slow, or unfortunately on their technique, just not there properly, the feet not set, and they'll get some free points on the side of Lincoln Southwest. Lincoln Southwest will advance to the championship game to potentially make it to state. They'll take on the winners of Kearney and Millard North. It is time for our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, and without it's pretty clear and obvious who it is went to this year. All the seniors this year are our Ameriprise Financial Money Players of the game. You know, a strong season, lots of ups and downs on their side. Not really the season they wanted to go off with, but they kept battling. That's the key here. They just kept battling through it all, showed so much heart towards the end of the year to get to this point. They defeated Omaha Bryan. They improved defensively and their communication in the latter half of the season. They looked like a fierce team hitting into district play. Unfortunately, they came across the road stop that was Lincoln Southwest, the number 1 seed. That was our Ameriprise Financial players of the game when Money Matters talked to Marshall Doty and Mark Tillman, Ameriprise Financial Advisors in North Platte, Nebraska, about all your professional financial services. Ameriprise Financial Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. That'll do it here tonight. We will see you tomorrow for college volleyball as North Platte Community College takes on Southeast Community College in round 1 of the Region 9 postseason play. Scott Carlson and myself will be down there. Quick stop pregame at 5:50 with first serve at 6 o'clock here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. I thank you all. It is time then for our EECS Solutions Office Solutions, box score 3-0 victory for Lincoln Southwest over the Bulldogs. That'll do it here. We'll see you all tomorrow right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Want your business recognized where tens of thousands